and it was actually a pretty good video. I'm not gonna lie. The Justin Bieber video.
Do you remember the song name?
Shit, I don't know the song name. I can look it up real quick. But it's John Leguizamo's in the video.
Oh, man, that dude's awesome.
Yeah, and it's kind of a similar idea, but not. The only idea in there that these guys in the mob are coming in and beating him up, because part of what I said, it was someone should be like the mafia's gonna beat up the guy, and the scenes are gonna happen in the background when they meet.
Okay, so here's my question about the video that I don't quite get. You're the singer of the song,
right?
But you're not the guy getting beaten up.
Because I did not want to get beat up. That's called being smart.
All right.
No, actually, I was not supposed to be I wasn't supposed to be sitting there and singing the song at any point. It was supposed to be all Claudio getting beat up and being the lead character of the whole thing, and the band would be in the background just singing. Like at one point or another. But then Luke is the director. He's like, I want you sitting there and singing the song. So I was like, okay, I guess.
Lucas, that was very confusing to me.
Yeah, and I wasn't even prepared to be. I mean, I didn't even brush my hair. I thought I was gonna be in the later part of the video, where we're at the bar playing the song, you know.
Yeah.
So I had like this raggedy dollar shirt, like from Walmart, and didn't even comb my hair and everything. And he's like, "All right, you got to be in the video." I hadn't even taken a shower. I think I had just come from work, and I was like, "Oh,
that
crap.
sucks.
This is gonna suck." So I was like, "All right," and then I didn't even think about what I was supposed to do. And then he kept telling me, look down, right? Like, and then look up. But I was so confused, and I was like, can I look up now? So then I look at the video, and I'm just like looking down way too long.
Yeah. You were very emotional about this whole thing.
I was like, I don't know. So anyway, so that's why. But yeah, anyway, so when he said Justin Bieber video, I had to actually do some research. In fact, because I'd never seen one. I didn't even know. Like, I knew Justin Bieber existed.
Yeah.
I had no idea of even one of his
song?
songs. Yeah.
Now that you mention it, I don't know if I know one of his songs.
Baby, baby, baby. Oh, that song.
Nope.
That was like one of his first songs. Anyway, he's got a bunch of songs. He's
not
bad.
I mean, look, the dude's worth $225
he's
million.
actually not bad. Like, I went in, and when I did that, I went and watched a couple of the videos and like heard some of his stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, this guy's got some talent, and he's whatever. Okay.
Well, would he be famous today if it wasn't for YouTube?
No, he would not.
All right.
There you go. All
so moving on to number 3 of these super tough questions. and I apologize, but they are really tough. All right.
Yeah. There's no way. Like,
yeah.
All right, go for it.
All right, number 3.
Justin Bieber.
Maybe. It was a huge feat when unknown South Korean artist Psy broke the record of first musician to garner over 2 billion views.
What?
You remember the song?
Yeah, I love it. Gangnam Style.
Yeah.
Gangnam Style.
Okay. Which artist, as of now, has more than doubled it?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. There's over 4
And you're not going to give
billion.
me any options?
Of all the songs in the world, which is the biggest hit now?
Despacito.
You didn't need me to give you any choices. Yep. Despacito by
Luis Fonsi.
Yep.
Luis
And
Fonsi.
with Daddy Yankee. And I had to watch it because I'd never heard that either.
You know?
I know. It's crazy.
Listen, I love that song. It came into a part of my life where it was like...
the right timing?
It was the right timing. It was like a lot of parties. I think I was going to Chile at the time. And it was like, we went to a bunch of parties and things like that. And everything, wherever we went, they were playing Despacito. And it was like, just dancing. And it was just... I know people hate it. But for me, it was
I think
a great
there's
song.
songs that people just love to hate just because it's popular.
Well, they overplay that. I mean, I think it's because you don't want to be just walking into every situation and Despacito be playing. Despacito, like in the back.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny that I said Despacito. Despacito. It's Despacito.
Well, God forbid. All right. So I chose those questions leading into this whole idea.
So did I win?
You won.
Oh, sweet.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was definitely the hardest.
The hardest trivia you've ever given me. Jesus.
I would love to know what other people, if they knew those answers about the Justin Bieber.
Really?
Yeah. People.
I don't know if anybody could get that. It was way too broad.
I know. I thought about putting multiple choice, but
I love the multiple choice. You gotta, from now on,
I have to have.
Yeah,
it?
you have to have it.
Okay. Deal. All right. So the theme of this was careers made by YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote down some other artists.
Poppy. I'm Poppy. I'm Poppy.
We're going to go specifically with music videos, not creepy girls who look at cameras for way too long.
I'm Poppy.
Okay, you're creeping me out. Okay, so I'm going to give you another example. Goat Ye.
Oh, they're right. Yeah.
He's somebody you used to know.
Oh, yeah. I love that song. It's a great
Would
song.
it be huge if it wasn't for YouTube?
Probably not.
And I don't even think his video was it. For me,
I didn't even care too
I
much.
heard the cover. There's a band that did his song.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. And by the way, somebody that I used to know is actually a Elliott Smith song, much better song. If you ever want to check it out.
Wait, it's a cover song?
No, it's not. It's just when I hear the title, somebody that I used to know, I think of Elliott Smith, which is one of my favorite artists. So go and check that out because it should be. That
should be the song you should.
Yeah,
think of?
That's the song you should think of, not the Got song. No.
Yeah, I do like that.
I like the Got song, but yeah.
And he's got a couple other songs that I did enjoy. Now the girl that sings
she's great. She's her own art. Yeah, she's a independent artist, right? Like
I don't remember her name, and I should have looked it up. But here's the interesting factoid.
I can look it up real quick if you want.
She was not the original person they asked to do the song.
Oh yeah,
there was another woman that they asked her to sing, and she said no. I don't want to do it.
Sucker.
Didn't know the song was going to be huge.
Yeah. No, that was a great song. It came out at a good time.
Yeah. All right. Now here's another one. Gorillaz.
Oh, I love.
Now, would the Gorillaz be anything without music videos?
Right. Yeah. That was a big part of their thing with it being an animated music videos and things like that.
Yeah.
White Stripes. We talked about this, right?
Yeah.
I think part of their charm was that their music videos were very visually, intense and.
Yeah, well, a lot of those. I don't remember I should have looked up who directed these because I think the same director directed a couple of those videos, and they had one where it was all Legos.
Yeah. I fell in love with a girl.
A girl. And then there was another one where it was like you kept looking into the drum, like the kick drum. And
Seven Nation Army, I think, is the one that kind of you go into this.
But it was just like this visual masterpiece.
Hypnotized. It was like a hypnotizing effect with that. So one of my favorite videos, just visually, like the technology of like the CGI came about, like, and I think it's when I first got my first MacBook, and you want to watch something
crazy
and visual and stuff like that. I think I hooked it up to the TV and everything, and it was and so relaxing and soothing. It was the Salmon Dance by the Chemical Brothers.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's awesome. I love
Salmon Dance.
Yeah, the Salmon Dance. It's just smooth and a lot of the Chemical Brothers videos were really great.
Yeah.
So that's one that we're gonna put it on our list. We should
Must
have
check out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can't talk about the stuff without talking about the Ant-Word because they have so much going on in any one of their videos. The guy Ninja, he draws all that stuff himself, right?
Yeah.
And then the costumes that they wear. We talked about Fatty Boom Boom,
right?
Which is a fantastic song, and the video is really cool. They poke fun at Lady Gaga in the beginning.
All right, yeah. They don't like her.
They cross a line in that video.
Yeah, you were telling me that you felt like because they did the blackface, right?
Yeah. I think it's over the top.
Yeah, I don't know, like that. I'm totally against blackface, especially in America. But theirs from South Africa, so I think that it was a different vibe to it. It was like a visual. It wasn't. I don't think they were painted black to represent black people. I think they were painted black to differentiate colors. You know what I mean? That's what I saw because it wasn't like accentuating. But you might be right. I might be interpreting it wrong.
Yeah.
But the way I saw, they do everything in color schemes.
Yes,
like
they do. It's true.
Ninja in that video is completely painted in white.
White with red.
White with red, right? Yeah. And I think you're talking about Yolandi that she's painted black with white.
She's painted brown and yellow.
Brown, yeah, that's right. Black and yellow.
Brown.
Really?
Check it out.
Yeah, I'll tell you. So okay.
So brown and yellow.
Okay. So, but I think for me, I saw it more as a color scheme painting themselves rather than representation of a race. But you might be right, and they might think it's okay because they're from South Africa.
Well, I think it gets into that tough area of art
Right.
What's the intention of
That's
the
what
artist?
I mean. Yeah.
They're trying to cross this line and create a feeling,
Right.
which is what art is supposed to do.
Right. And it's tough because it's so different in America than in other countries. And in other countries, at the same time, they don't have the same views about certain things. You know what I mean? Because I think I read an interview about them, and they feel that they are in a different. They're not American.
Yeah, sure.
So they don't abide by American culture and rules.
Right.
And that might still be completely offensive to someone, and that's okay. You can feel offended about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm wondering if there's some deviation from, because I'll even talk about it like in Chile, they use words to talk about like black people, and they don't know how offensive, you know what I mean, it is, because there's not a big group of like
people to say that this is offensive. This is offensive. Us.
Now I think it's gonna be a lot more awareness because there's a lot of Haitians migrating to Chile. And there's I'm sure now that conversation's being had, and I wonder if they haven't had that conversation. They haven't had that idea of black. Yeah. But I might be completely ignorant and wrong about it.
It's a good
question.
You
know what I mean? Like, it just is different because I when I go to Chile, I get completely offended about a lot of things that I hear and say about other races and other things. But it's because they're willfully ignorant, I guess, at this time. You know what I mean?
So taking a little bit of a side. I looked up to see what would MTV deem inappropriate. What kind of videos have they cut and said, no, we're not going to play this.
Smack My Bitch Up was cut, but they used to play the after hours. They would play the real original version.
Well, here's one that I scratched my head. I couldn't figure out why MTV cut this video. It's by Primus, called Lacquerhead.
Oh, I
it's a
vaguely remember it, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like you were talking about, like it's the stop animation, like animation type of video, and the only thing I can kind of guess is the whole theme of the song is about doing inhalants.
Oh, okay,
and
that's probably it.
They didn't want to promote it, but the song itself is about how bad it is to do it. But I guess if you're just a kid and you're watching this, you're like, oh, that seems cool, and not getting what the video and the song's about.
Right.
But yeah, you watch this, and nowadays, this song and this video would not have been cut.
Right.
But at that time, and I think it's about the time where in Beavis and Butthead, where someone said, like they said fire, and then someone set their sister on fire.
Right. I think, I have a very notable moment where I was at my dad's house. I think it was young, like I was living there, and I was watching Tool. I think it was either
Sober or Schism.
Sober. I think it was Sober. And he walks by, and my dad's like, I talked about Nails. He's like a rock guy, but he looks at the video for 2 seconds. He goes, "This is a Satanist. This is a Satanist video," and I was like, kind of, but I loved it. I was like, man, he was like a Satanist video, but there was nothing going on other than the music and the little the little puppet animation when his arms twitching and stuff like that. Which, what, I just recently found out that a lot of their stuff is from another artist. Like they kind of simulate another artist. And Kurt Cobain, in an interview, this is how I found out. I was watching some Kurt Cobain interviews with Maddie. He's like, he was so upset at Tool. Like, Kurt was really upset at Tool. He's like, I don't know how they could have done that. They completely copied off this artist, and they blatantly copied him. And then I went and looked online, and it was very similar, like meat going through tubes, pins, stop animation, same kind of idea. And it's like,
okay, but is it stealing or is it influence?
I think
you watch the videos, so I can't answer this.
See,
question.
The thing is, we had this conversation last time, right?
Yeah,
and I think there's the problem. It lies where I was 100% thinking that the Tool had come up with this style, because I never seen it before, because the other one's not very mainstream,
Right.
It's something that artists know about. I'm not an artist, people who study art or go to art school, blah, 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 they know about it.
Right.
So I think there's something wrong there when you have something and you present it And yeah, is it your responsibility to make sure that people know who's this influence from? You know what I mean?